Good afternoon. It's March 28th, 2023, and today pretty much a range day, very low volume. But we practically made two measured legs down, but we came up a little short. Maybe, I mean, there's an hour left, so we could continue to sell off and hit that measured move, but just a very low volume day. Let's see if looks like there might be a channel like that. Um, Yeah, you can see that midline prices are seeming to respond to that as a midline, but really you just want to play the shorter term stuff. So not a whole lot in here. We'll take a look. Uh, so in the overnight towards 5 a.m., we get this second entry short, and that confirms the trend channel, but the signal bar is just the doji and it closes above the EMA, and there could be people playing a shorter term channel, something like uh, something like this, which would mean we have a break and a move to a new low. So I'm not too crazy about that. If the signal bar was good, I would take it, but it's not. And then we just go sideways. We get a break of that channel, move to a new low, and then we're just chopping around on both sides of the EMA here. One more attempt to go lower before it reverses, and you do get a bit of you get a reversal setup, but it looks like the highs are inconsistent, but I probably just wouldn't want to go long into all that. I mean, you can see we broke higher here, we broke higher here, so maybe you're thinking you're going to make a new high. But that's three dojis in a row. You're at the highs. I'm not crazy about it. But anyway, you can see this is some type of channel, and we get move to a new high, a couple legs up to a new high, and then we get a reversal setup. And I really like that one. Plenty of room to the lows. You probably would expect it to test the lows, and if not test the lows, then to make a measure move like that down. And if you took this trade, you probably would have gotten a nice runner. It breaks below the overnight lows, comes back, tests the EMA, and chops around before reversing. And really here, I think this blue trade coming up, you could argue for this to be a reversal, like this is a double bottom, first entry, failed second entry down here, but really I was just looking at it as a higher low back into the range. And I thought we would test the midline, but we came up short of that. But I think that's a good trade. Looks like it's a channel at that point. Nice bullish bar. And then you come up here and you get a double test here. And the only reason I marked it is because it's a double test off of the trend channel. So especially if you have room to scalp to this high, I think you can take that. 0175. So you got 4 ticks back to that high, so it's risky, but it looks pretty good. Then we come up short of the channel a couple times and we get a break and an attempt to go higher that fails. You get a first entry, failed second entry right here. I marked it as green because we got some dojis here, and I would be expecting a new high from this channel, or at least 2 legs, when this really only looks like 1 leg up. In the end, it's probably just 2 legs, 2 smaller legs, but so it is a very bearish signal bar, and it's off the EMA, which I like. So you would definitely consider taking that. And then you get this. This is here. I'll color this channel. So you have a second entry short off of this trend channel, but it doesn't touch the EMA, and you're going into the lows of these swing lows. So not the greatest setup, but it is a second entry short off of a key entry point. So you probably want to make sure you have some room back, and I don't think you do. 97, you have about 2 ticks to the lows. So it's a little risky. Then you get this trap right here, but it's a third entry, so you can't take that. Lower high here. Lower high here. I mean, you could argue for this one off the key entry point, and technically it's a second entry short. And it's a nice signal bar off the key entry point. Just not a lot of room to the lows again. But it turns out to be a nice move. You see this little spike and channel down, and that leads to a slight overshoot, and now we got a couple legs of correction, and we're going the other way. So I don't think I see, I don't see anything in here that I like. So again, there's about an hour until market close, so a lot could happen between now and then, but a low volume range day is how I'm looking at this. So hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.